Hello, Smash Karma 24 karat. I want to shoot you guys a couple tips about catching peacock bass, snook, tarpon, and just about anything that eats live bait in fresh water or salt water. And I'm pretty sure you guys all heard of pilchard, live finger mullet, the small ones, finger mullet, size of your finger, maybe a little bit bigger, from your finger to about 6 inches. Tarpon and snook completely nail them damn fish, man. They nail them. Pinfish are good. And my personal favorite is pilchard, man. Pilchard all the way. And what happens is you get a sabiki, you go out there and you sabiki in your water and you catch your bait and you throw them in your tank. You constantly change your water because you want to, keep a fresh, clean, real good oxygen flowing for these fish when you hit a brackish water spot, because that's what I do. And one day I hit my brackish spot. I don't know if anybody ever tried this. I've never seen it on YouTube, not that I researched. But I was at a brackish spot, and there's a piling where it splits fresh water into brackish water, and what happens is these snook, they sit here, and then the fresh water flows into this brackish water, and these snook, man, they're about 30-40 inch snook, really big badass fish. And about 50 feet from that piling, there's these tarpon that swim like dolphin, man. They're just, it's so fun, man. Never hooked a tarpon there, hit a couple snook. Some of them sit there and wait for little fish to come through the piling. When they're behind them is nothing but mullet. And this is why I know that pilchard are better than mullet in my personal experience. You'll see these 26, 20 inch, 30 inch, 40 inch snook just drive by these mullet, and they don't do nothing, man. So many of them, I don't know if they're full, but you could see the snook nailing some little bait fish against the wall. I don't know what they are, but they sit where the fresh water pours in and they nail these little bait fish. They don't care about the finger mullet. So one day I was out there fishing, and I used circle hooks and 20-pound braid with 30-pound fluorine carbon leader. Badass, man. Works for me every time. Never landed a tarpon, but hooked a lot of them, just could never land them. And that's probably explains a lot. But anyways, let me just get down to it. Circle hooks, 5s and 3s are my favorite. I nail every time a fish except for tarpon. Their mouth is shaped like a box and just completely hard to hook. You just got to find that. If 1 out of 100, you're going to hit it. You're going to land a tarpon if you got the right skirt and setup going on. But I was out there fishing. Let me just get down to it. I was out there fishing, and I decided to take these pilchards to the fresh water because I only had hit a couple snook off these pilchard, and the tarpon, really like 200-pound tarpon, 150-pound tarpon, they just look at you like you're dumb, man. They come up to your bait and then they just glide right by it, man. They just look at they already know, like. But anyways, I decided to take live pilchard in fresh water, and when I did that, I had the best experience fishing in my life. What I figured out was I would hook the pilchard through the nose. You got the eyes and you got their mouth, and I hook them right in their nose across. You hook them right like through their face, right in the middle of their face. And it's going to destroy their eyesight a little bit. You'll see blood in their eyes. Not trying to torture the fish or anything, but what it does is, as soon as you hit them through the nose of their face, they bug out instantly. And they get this burst of energy that I've never seen a fish have, Every time I hit them through the beak of their face, they just go crazy, man. And I decided to hook one in the face. I took him to the other side of the canal where the fresh water was. And, bro, in 10 seconds, 2 peacock bass hit the bait, stunned them, and then this giant peacock came out of nowhere and just annihilated this pilchard. And it was going on all day. I have no footage. This is my first YouTube video ever of explaining and doing stuff like this. It's not my first video, but I got a couple dumb videos that I do. I don't know why. You know, my mom just said put them on there. But this guy asked me, I never caught peacock bass. I'm from New York, and you know, and I told him, I was like, look, man, come with me and I'll show you how it's done, and you'll hit peacock for the rest of your life, man. You can't just hook a pilchard and throw them out in the middle of a lake. You have a very big chance. It has to be sunny out because you want it to really shine. You know, it's like a spoon. You know, with a spoon. It's a spoon with a treble hook at the bottom of it, and it's a lure, and you throw it out there, and the way it flutters in the water, you could see it flashing from like 100, 200 feet away, man. Really, you could see it flashing with the sun out, and that's what pilchard look like without you even jigging them. As soon as you throw them out there, and they just annihilate these damn fish. It's like throwing glitter in the water. They hit them so hard that there's scales everywhere. I feel kind of bad for them, but you really nail these peacock. So I would stick with circle hooks, 5s or 3s. Get you some 20-pound braid or whatever works for you. Braid comes invisible in brackish water and fresh water. It is the best line I ever used in my life. I fished for 20 years of my life, and I'm not getting paid to say this about whoever made that line, but all I know is it is the best line I've ever experienced or I've ever fished with, and it's just phenomenal. Get you some live pilchard, take them out by your canal, and if you have a son, a daughter, or your girlfriend, they will have a very good time because you guys will completely nail. Probably, if you have enough bait, you'd probably hit every peacock that's in that area, every single one of them. You might be lucky and hit one twice like I did, and I couldn't believe it. I got pictures. You guys have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I am off work for the next 2 days, and I'm a roofer, so it's kind of hard to work in the rain. And if you want, subscribe. If you want, you can like it, help me out, show some love. But I'm going to get me a GoPro, and I'm going to take you to my best fishing spot where you see tarpon like I've never seen in my life. I've been around a lot of areas where tarpon are at, big schools of them, but my fishing spot, I'm playing, dude. No, seriously, bro. They roll like dolphin. Like 100 of them all day, dude. They roll and they hit at this spot all day. They annihilate and they're big fish, and there's small ones in there. And I don't know what it is about this lake that I fish at. It's a lake, man, and it's behind of a FPNL power plant, so the water is like really hot, and the fish, they just love it. I don't know what it is about this spot, man, but every fish in that water is huge, man. I'm talking about Jack, Crevel, however you say it. Big, man. And very hard fighting fish. Now, they nailed the tarpon and snook over there. Excuse me. They completely nail the mullet. They kill the mullet over there. Big one. Horse mullet, not no finger mullet. So if they're killing these mullet that are like from the tip of your fingers to the middle of your forearm, there's some big fish in there, bro. There's some hogs in there, man. There's tanks. There's but that's my fishing spot. If you live in Broward County, Florida, I could take you there, and you will have the time of your life. And bring your best equipment because you're gonna need it. You guys have a wonderful day. If anything, just I guess comment or like the video, or I'm more than happy to explain about anything, man. Just thank you. Smash Karma 24 karat. Have a wonderful day.